Welcome back to JPTV. Thanks for staying with us. Joining me in Studio I now is Aaron Follis. Aaron is a coach for Pop Warner football. He also volunteers with the Disabled Services Division here in the city of Jacksonville and works for Target. So he's a very busy man. Thanks for joining us today, Aaron. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska. I moved here in 1998, I believe, and been here ever since.
So now folks watching will notice that you're in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, I was diagnosed at 2 years old. I have cerebral palsy, and when I was first born, the doctors told my parents that I would have to have assistance my whole life, eating, dressing, just with everyday life, and my parents have taught me through life that you're not going to get anywhere just by sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. You learn how to do things yourself, and here I am.
And clearly you've done that because, as I said earlier, you coach Pop Warner football. Mm-hmm. Now, talk about that experience, because I imagine for the parents and the kids, that's a positive experience for them as well as for you.
Right. I go into every season. I mean, you get the 9, 10-year-olds staring at you, the ones that I haven't worked with since they were 6 years old. But the new ones that come in, they spend probably a day or two staring at you, wondering what you're doing there. But after that, after 2 or 3 days, everybody's used to it, parents included. So it just falls into place.
So you have a full life. You have a
Mm-hmm.
wife.
I do.
Talk a little bit about that experience.
Well, I met Heather in 2010, and we just did what everybody else did. We went out on a date, and I've been with her for 5 years now. Heather's probably the best thing that's ever happened.
I'm sure she'd love to hear that. So
she'll roll her eyes.
So for other folks who, when you meet somebody on the street, what is it that you want them to know?
Everybody's got differences. I sit in a wheelchair, and some people are hearing impaired, some people are visually impaired. Everybody's got differences, whether they have a disability or not. Folks
who may suffer from a disability later on in life,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's from an accident or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you've dealt with this all your life. You've adjusted very well.
Mm-hmm.
You're very comfortable with it. What's your message to the other folks?
Just take it one day at a time. I mean, it doesn't get any worse. I mean, you just roll with the punches day by day, and you'll have bad days and you'll have good days, but I mean, it's just like anybody else.
One more question. It's so just for you to know out there, I met Aaron about 3 or 4 months ago. We actually went out to visit him when he was coaching some of the Pop Warner kids. It's a great experience. And I've liked, in having conversations with him, I'm really impressed by his take on life. So tell us just some final thoughts on everyday life for you, and what from all of this experience has been the best for you.
My parents have taught me to just don't use your disability as a crutch. You're going to have good and bad days, and you're not going to get anywhere by feeling sorry for yourself. And that's probably my biggest thing with other people, is that you can't do that. You're going to go 2 steps back instead of 3 steps forward. Like working for Disabled Services,
Mm-hmm.
That has shown me a little bit more perspective than I have. Like with the hearing impaired or visually impaired, I don't have those issues. But seeing things from other people's perspective has taught me a little bit more than I thought I knew. So.
And I think that's a lesson that everybody can learn.
Yeah.
So thanks for being with us. We
No
appreciate
problem.
you taking the time being here.
And you can find out more about the City of Jacksonville's Disabled Services Division online at jaxada.com.